Let's look at another script. We'll start with a simple modification, then dive a bit deeper into how the code works. Open the script called Add Label Ratio folder from the Scripts Examples folder. This script calculates a new label based on two existing labels. In this case, we'll be calculating a ratio. Start by opening a 1536 well experiment from the example dataset, Assay 8. Before running the script, make sure the labels for 665 and 615 match exactly with the label names in your plate data. If they don't, the script will throw an error. Once verified, run the script. Now return to the View tab and take a look at the newly created ratio label. If you've done some programming before, this should feel pretty familiar. If not, don't worry. Just follow along step by step. The script begins by importing the CW library. This gives us access to built-in plate viewer functions like getPlateFromPath and getAllPlatePaths in directory. These functions allow us to interact with plates and files directly. Next, you'll see two variables defined by our label names and the new label name that we're about to define. These are just text that represent the input and output labels. While we could hard-code the label names directly into each function, defining them here at the top makes it easier for users to modify the script without digging through the rest of the code. Next is the say command. This is used to print messages to the console. It's similar to print or println in other languages. Here, it simply lets the user know the script has started. The command getAllPlatePaths in directory retrieves all .kd files in the same folder as the currently loaded plate. Note: this script relies on the current working directory being correctly set in the plate viewer. The function returns a list of file paths, which we'll now loop through. We use a loop to process each file. Within this loop, the keyword it refers to the current file in the list. For each file, we retrieve the plate object using getPlateFromPathIt. Then we get all wells from the plate, which we'll use to create another inner loop that loops through each well. Inside this inner loop, we pull the values of label 1 and label 2, for example, 665 and 620. Calculate their ratio. Assign the result to a new label using the name stored in the result variable. You could hard-code these label names directly inside the function calls, and it would still work. But this would make the script harder for other users to edit. Go ahead and try it both ways if you'd like. You'll see that the script still runs, but keeping the variables at the top is cleaner and more user-friendly. So be sure to change it back. After finishing the calculations for each plate, a say command tells us the plate is complete. The script saves the updated .kd file with the new label. The loop then moves to the next plate. When all plates are processed, the script exits. Modifying existing scripts is a great way to get comfortable with programming concepts. Try experimenting with this script and others in the Examples folder. And don't forget to visit the Docs tab for method definitions, parameter info, and examples.